Welcome to Real Pro Wrestling. I'm Tim Johnson, and it's taken 56 professional wrestlers and 7 weeks to get here as the oldest sport in the world has become the newest professional league. In the next 2 hours, we will see 7 championship matches between top athletes who were Olympians, All-Americans, and national champions. And here to cover the action with me are my broadcast partners, Olympic heroes Rulon Gardner and Nate Carr.
In the next 2 hours, you'll see 7 weight classes wrestling for the first national championship here at Real Pro Wrestling, and the honor to get cash and prizes.
Tim, this is exciting. Real gladiators, real action, real champions. I can't wait.
Our first weight class is 121 pounds. But before we go to the mat, let's get up close and personal with the number 1 seed, Sammie the Bull Henson, and the number 2 seed, Teague Moore.
Everything I am, you'll see on the wrestling mat. I'm not gonna stop wrestling. I'm gonna be in your face. You're gonna be in a war. I'm gonna be on you like a rat on a Cheeto.
Smarter and harder.
My name is Sammie Henson.
Nobody's going to train like this.
I wrestle at 55 kilograms.
Every time we're going to break them.
I work out 5.5 hours a day.
You look at the Russian. He's right across over there.
I do things that people will not do to be a champion.
Time.
People can't fathom how hard I work.
Good.
Coach Say has been with me all through all my successes.
If we out-train them, we outwork them, and we're better technique, we're going to win. That's good. You're doing good. Stay with, stay with, stay with, stay with, stay with. Hard, hard, hard. Hard, hard, hard. Time. Way to go. He's the man. He's the man. You wait and see.
And all this talk is for nothing if you don't do the work. When I train like that, I believe that it gives me the power to will myself to win. There is no substitute for hard work, and hard work will persevere. Will give you the mindset to be a champion. Well, I'm not here to lose. I'm not here to take second. I want to win it.
My name is Teague Moore. I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I now live in Boston, Massachusetts. Growing up on the East Coast, I learned how to wrestle hard. I'm from the city of Steel. That's the way I like to wrestle. I see myself as a role model in the sport of wrestling.
You're going to clear the collar tie.
There's a lot of young wrestlers. I want them to be able to look up to me so that they can someday do the same for the young kids coming up from their generation. Skills that I've learned through the sport of wrestling, I'm going to use now in the business world. I keep the same mentality that I've been trained with. I want to be the best at what I'm doing. Personally, I feel that if I put the same effort that I put into the sport of wrestling, I'm going to succeed at what I do. To me, it's just another wrestling match. I can still break it down even in my suit. Your legacy is left with what you've done and what you've passed on. And I hope that the children I have, I can pass on the good things that my parents have given me.
And for match number 1 of our finals match this evening, folks, from the Oklahoma Slam, please welcome Teague Moore. Here comes his opponent from the Pennsylvania Hammer, Sammie Henson.
The wrestlers are ready. The fans are ready. We're ready, guys. Real Pro Wrestling's first ever national championship match, 121 pounds between the number 1 seed, Sam Henson, and the number 2 seed, Teague Moore. Teague Moore's tough.
He is. He's absolutely strong, in great position. He's going to have to stick with it because Sammie Henson's got great balance, great movement. Teague Moore can get him, but he has to stay in shape, has to stay in good position. I don't know if he can.
The question is, Nate, can anybody score on Sammie Henson? He hasn't been scored on in this tournament.
He's looking tough. These guys have met before. It's going to be a good one.
Sam Henson, 15-0 in the quarterfinals, 13-0 over Mike Mena in the semifinals. Number 1 seed, 2-time NCAA champion from Clemson, Olympic silver medalist, Sammie Henson. Up against Teague Moore, national champion from Oklahoma State, representing the Oklahoma Slam. Close to a push out, and it is.
Wow.
There's the first score on Sammie Henson.
Here's the answer to your question, Tim.
That's one of the most exciting things in wrestling is a push out here in Real Pro Wrestling, watching the opponents, take an opponent out of bounds, out through the black zone for 1-point score.
Henson is representing Pennsylvania Hammer. So it's a hammer against a slam, and I'll bet Henson would like to use that hammer to slam Teague.
There's no doubt about that. I tell you what, he's going to hammer his head all night. Look at those guys working each other's head, and Henson is the best at this, pulling down that head, trying to get you in a front headlock that he has now. He's trying to wear Teague down, and if he gets him down, he's going to try to spin on him. There he goes. He goes the other way. Nice fake by Teague, by Henson. Look at that score.
2 points for Henson. He's out in front 2-1.
Now he's going for a chicken wing armbar with the leg ride. Great execution. Sammie Henson's one of the best leg riders in freestyle wrestling. Getting on top, now he's just going to grind you down.
One thing we don't want to forget, guys, is the team race. Right now, the Iowa Stalkers out in front, 87 points. We'll come back to the team race. Here's how Sammie Henson scored.
Pressure. Center red. Center.
Here we go again. Sammie Henson up 2-1.
There he is, pulling down on that head again, Tim. He's going to work that head and the 2-on-1 to the wrist, and he'll try to pull him down. And he'll stay constantly in Teague Moore's face.
Teague Moore has got to get active here. He's got to push, because right now Sammie Henson got the power meter going down to 0. Teague Moore is going to have to go to the clinch position. You don't want to go there with Sammie Henson with his explosive power and his moves.
Well, Henson is controlling the center of the mat. There's no doubt about that. And there it is.
There's the bonus time, Greco time.
Right now, Sammie Henson's going to have an opportunity to go up or down position. He chooses to put Teague Moore down in position. Now he has an opportunity to do a regular lift or a reverse body lift. If he lifts him up, throws him for great amplitude, great elevation, it could be 4 to 6 points. That's the only way you can score in parterre position.
And it's Greco only, and it's 20 seconds, right?
That's exactly right, because we have athletes that are competing in both styles, Greco and freestyle here. We all came together with simple rules to try to make the sport more exciting.
So for Greco, he cannot use his legs. Neither can Teague Moore defend with his legs.
That is correct. Right now, Sammie Henson's trying to go for a regular body lift. He can't get him up. You know, great defense by Teague Moore, being able to move forward. Sammie's trying to get a lock, get him up. I don't think it's going to happen. What it does, it makes Sammie waste energy and time right now in the match.
That's the end of the bonus time. They'll go back to their feet into regulation time.
40 seconds left in the first period.
A TV challenge towel has come onto the mat.
He wants a video review on the legs.
Right there, what they're doing is they're going back and looking at it to make sure that there's no leg call, to see if he defended with the legs by tripping him or impeding him from throwing him in that position. I don't think there was a leg call, but they're going to go and review it. Here's the possible leg foul. Right now, he goes and he locks up. What you can't do is if your opponent goes to lift you, you can't really block him. I don't really see it where that's going to be called right now, because Greco-Roman, they will allow you to use somewhat legs, but right now I don't see it here in this call.
I think Henson was really upset with his coaches there, having that TV challenge now. I think Henson wanted them to wait till later on.
After further review, the call stands.
All right, and that's Sammie Henson's glad about that. He doesn't want to go back into the bonus time. He wants to attack, but they did waste their only TV challenge for the match. Every coach gets one TV challenge each match. Sammie Henson for the Pennsylvania Hammer. He's in the blue band, the gray shorts, the blue band. Teague Moore from the Oklahoma Slam with the knee pads, black knee pads, and red band.
You know what, that could be crucial, using your TV timeout too early in a match. We're going to have to see if it'll cost Sammie Henson at the end of the match.
Henson is really working that head. He's excited. He's going to stay in there, I'm telling you, the whole match, and he's going to pound and stay in Teague's face.
Here we go, 7 seconds left, going to the end of the first period. Sammie Henson ahead 2-1. Great first period.
And that is the end of the first period. Henson out in front 2-1. He's the #1 seed. And we'll come back to see if Teague Moore can upset him in the final period. We're back for Real Pro Wrestling, 121-pound finals for Real Pro Wrestling Season 1 between Sammie Henson, the #1 seed, and the #2 seed, Teague Moore.
And what's amazing, you get to look at some of these coaches. There Teague Moore gets up. Kendall Cross is right there in his corner helping him. World and Olympic champion, Kendall Cross, 96 Olympics.
There's Teague Moore. There's Henson really pushing Teague Moore. What he wants to do, the move he's looking for, is pulling down on Teague's head. And I think what he's going to try is to get a post up on the elbow and go into a leg shot. There's that spin. He drops down to the leg. Nice move by Henson. He's got to finish it, though. There he is. He's going to get it. He's getting control. Yes.
That's 2 points for Sammie Henson. Makes the score 4-1 in favor of Henson. Oh. Doug Mullen, official, is calling potentially. He's saying, no, we're going up.
Potentially dangerous right there. Brings it back up, both on the feet. What Sammie Henson trying to do right there, he's trying to show, hey, you know, I'm the dominant wrestler here. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to tear your arm, and I'm going to beat you with it. You know, that's what a good wrestler does. Just goes out there. He's going to beat up his opponent. He's not trying to hurt him, but he's going to let him know that he's out there and he's going to lose the match 1 point at a time. Teague Moore needs to come back and change the momentum here in the match.
He's not trying to hurt him, but, I mean, there's hurt involved, right?
Yes, what he did is just trap his arm on his back and put his knee, you know, right alongside of it. There's a little pressure there.
You know, and right now, Teague Moore has to do something to change the momentum of this match. Right now, everything's in Sammie Henson's favor.
And you're looking at Sammie Henson in the gray shorts with the blue ankle band up against Teague Moore there with the red ankle band. Oklahoma Slam versus Pennsylvania Hammer. And it's a team race as well as the individual. I started talking about the team earlier. Iowa Stalkers out to 87 points. Iowa needs to fall flat on their faces to lose the team race with a 31-point lead and 3 wrestlers in the finals. But hey, between Oklahoma and Pennsylvania, they've got 53 and 50 points respectively. So second place is up for grabs. New York Outrage right now with 56. There's 3 teams within 6 points of each other. So these matches count.
Right now, this is the finals. This is everything. You put all of your dedication, all your time, everything on the line for this one chance to be a real pro national champion. Right now, Teague Moore needs to pick up the tempo, pick up the pace, but Sammie Henson's doing everything he needs to. He's in control of this match with 1:15 left.
Well, they're not strangers. Henson is 3-1 versus Moore. Last match, Moore led 3-0 in the last 30 seconds before Henson came back to win 4-3 at the Olympic trials.
Henson has that bonus opportunity. He's trying to decide what to do. He can either go into the neutral position, Tim, or he can put him in the parterre position.
Right now, they're going man-to-man Greco, standing toe-to-toe. One person has an over-under body lock. You can't push on the legs as a defensive wrestler to stop your offensive opponent from scoring points. The only way you can score points is to take your opponent from the feet to his back. Anything else doesn't count. There was no points for that. There was no exposure to the back, so now they continue on. No bonus points came out of the bonus period. Minute left here. Teague Moore needs to make some exciting movements because right now he's down. Sammie Henson is starting to control this match.
Oh my goodness, he's got it tight. Oh! There's a turn.
Nice
4-point throw.
Man.
Great front headlock, great position. Sammie Henson with the 4-point throw ahead, 8-1. That was in the bonus. Here's an instant replay. Sammie Henson takes him down to the front headlock position. Now he's just setting the hips in, setting, putting the pressure, popping it through for 4 great points. I mean, that's not just strength. That's so much technique involved there.
That was technique. He really had his head trapped in there, Tim. And there's just nothing you can do when he gets there. And then he just stepped through, popped through with his hips. Great move, and it was smart of Henson because he's in such great shape to continue to wrestle in the bonus time, even though they were facing each other.
And these are two grapplers going at it 100% here. 30 seconds left. Sammie Henson's not backing down. He's showing Teague Moore, I am the best, I am the baddest, and I will be a national champion here tonight. You got that right. Henson has not backed off at all. He's going to be Real Pro Wrestling's first ever national champion because they're in the lowest weight, 121-pound champion, unless something happens, because anything can happen in wrestling. There's a reversal. Just as I said it, Moore gets a reversal, makes the score 10-3. But if it remains like this, and it looks like it will, Henson wins 10-3. That's 7 more points for Pennsylvania Hammer. This loss puts an end to Oklahoma's chances of winning the team title because Teague Moore from the Oklahoma Slam does not win this match. Sam Henson does, 10-3. Here we go. Sammie with the big throw one more time. Great physique, great wrestler. Sammie Henson comes in, over, under. He comes in, grabs the front headlock. He has to have an arm and a head in there. Takes it over for 3-point throw. Great athlete, great celebration. It's good to be Sammie Henson. Sammie Henson, Real Pro Wrestling's 121-pound national champion.
Usually when you wrestle better competition, you match it a little closer. Sure. And I kept the spread, wrestled good on top, and really pleased with my last time Teague got to my legs non-stop, and this time he couldn't touch it.
Sammie Henson wins the 121-pound Real Pro Wrestling Championship with a dominating 10-3 victory.
That's right, Tim. Sammie earned 7 big points for the Pennsylvania Hammer.
And moves them into second place. Way to go, Sammie, former world champion and now Real Pro national champion.